fifth European empire is collapsing. Is that happening?
Oh yeah. I mean, okay, you're demographically having issues. You have people from the outside coming in who don't agree with your values. There is the rise of right-wing parties. I'm not a big Spengler fan, but from a Spenglerian perspective, reactionary movements emerge in dying civilizations. The Roman Empire, it would be like end of Rome. They're looking back to Marcus Aurelius, the good emperors, the Antonine Age, the Augustan Age, these sorts of things. In the United States, we would look, to some extent, we actually still look back to the 80s. I mean, Donald Trump arguably is a product of the 80s, and MAGA is, I think, in many ways, an attempt to recreate the 80s, in terms of creating America, this global hegemon, this global power that's asserting itself. And I think with Europe, the reactionary movements are more, they're more defined by, I think, what's called involution, like looking inward, kind of like contracting. So obviously, the Alternative for Deutschland, for example, in Germany, or the Reform Party in Britain, or the National Front, they're not proposing big missions. They're not proposing, obviously, military, endeavors, but they're not proposing going to Mars either. Their goal is just to have the status quo, and also like a reversion back to what they had a generation ago, right? And that's literally reactionary. It's like attempt to roll back is what they're trying to do. They're not trying to create a new vision for Europe, because there is no new vision for Europe.